Yo, what is going on, Gamehouse? I am Germ here. So right now on the live servers for League of Legends, we are in patch 12.16. The new Udyr is out. I think the game's actually pretty fun. I think the game's in a really good spot. I've been playing more League of Legends recently than I have been in probably quite some time. So I hope you guys are all enjoying the game too. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, or at least not a totally miserable time. But it also means that since we get these bi-weekly updates for League of Legends, or not, is it bi-weekly? I don't know. Every other week. I don't know if that's bi-weekly. I guess that's bi-monthly updates for League of Legends. Means that a new patch is always right around the corner. And today we got a really big update from Riot Froxon. This is the lead designer for the League Balance team and preseason Summoner's Rift team. He's got quite the title, but he dropped the kind of outline for patch 12.17. I think these are always really fun and interesting to dive into. Now how it goes is he dropped the patch outline today. It's just all the champions and the systems and items and everything that are getting buffed and nerfed. And then tomorrow, like the actual changes, or at least the really rough actual changes, what's most likely going to come out as the real changes, will come out tomorrow. And then we'll see those like buffs and nerfs out on PBE shortly. And then obviously the patch will drop like the week after, or whenever it's normally supposed to scheduled to be dropped. So let's take a look at some of these champions that are getting buffed and nerfed, or at least that are likely to be getting buffed and nerfed. This is generally the ones they're looking at. Some of them will change. If people complain enough, sometimes they'll change them. Maybe they realize they missed something or think that something's a bad idea or whatever. But champion buffs, we are getting Misfortune, which is interesting because Misfortune has been quite good recently. I think in the Misfortune changes, what I've seen people post about so far is that they're looking to take some of the damage out of the E, from Misfortune just being an E spamming champ into actually like a more crit oriented champ. Seems like they probably want to put some power into the Q and into the R, and like I said, out of the E, so you're not like going comment Misfortune and you're going AP Misfortune, all this stuff, and just kind of spamming E on cooldown and doing damage from a map away. Obviously, that can be not as interactive or not as fun as a playstyle to play against, as Misfortune actually has to like auto you and Q you and stuff. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what exactly is coming out there. Twisted Fate getting some buffs. This guy has been really good in the meta. Maybe not so much in solo queue, but especially in professional play over the past couple of years. Now, more recently, he hasn't been as good or as playable. This is kind of just like a staple champion in League of Legends. He can be pretty oppressive, especially in pro play, with his ult that allows him to get around the map and everything. But I think he's been pretty weak in solo queue recently. Don't really see him ever kind of a hard champion to pull off, especially in uncoordinated play. So I think it's probably about time he gets some buffs. Kassadin, I think, is kind of interesting. This is a champion that I've not seen much of at all in Season 12 in solo queue. So, again, I would say probably a good candidate for some buffs. Kassadin is a tough one, though, because he is a champion that can be very disgusting when he is good. Because when he's good, he's so good late game. And if his early game isn't punishable enough, or if it's not hard enough to get to his late game or whatever, like this guy can just feel so frustrating to play against. He's good against so many AP champions and pretty much bad against AD champions. So when Kassadin's good, a lot of the times it can just feel like, if you got counter pick in the draft, or if you just happen to be somebody that plays AD mid laners, you get free wins. And if you happen to be somebody that's playing AP mid laners, you might just be getting free losses, and that can kind of suck to play against sometimes. But hey, Kassadin mains, they probably deserve a little something at this point. Rell buffs are very interesting to me because Rell has pretty much never been a champion since she got released. So Riot taking a look at maybe actually bringing her back. I mean, this has to be like one of the least popular champions of all time, like from release. She's never ever really been an interesting or fun or exciting champion. A lot of that has to do with just like how her gameplay goes and stuff like that. But maybe if they buff her up, maybe they can get people playing her again. I don't even know if she's like, obviously once enchanter supports became better than melees and tanks and stuff, Rell's going to fall out of favor even further. So I don't know. I don't know. It's good. They're going to probably need to nerf enchanters a lot before Rell comes back, rather than just buff up Rell a little bit. But we'll see. Graves, I am never happy to see some Graves buffs coming out. Sorry, I was taking a nap and I saw the patch notes posted, so I had to get up and record this. Graves, I'm never too happy to see buffs for him. When Graves is good, you get all the freaking Tarzan wannabes coming out of the woodwork, but then you also get Graves top, you get Graves mid. So uninteractive. He just freaking farms forever. He becomes so tanky, does so much damage. I'm not excited about some Graves buffs. Nocturne buffs, I think it's fine. Nocturne hasn't really been strong in quite some time. He's another fun one that, can be a jungler and in solo lanes and stuff. With that fun global or semi-global whatever alt. Ezreal buffs, I think he's been kind of weak recently as well. Camille, I'm never happy when Camille is in meta, but she has been pretty weak, so maybe it's time to give her a chance once again. And then Sett, who I actually think is not terrible right now. I'm a little bit surprised to see Sett getting buffed. He's a pretty basic, straightforward champion that's never really all that popular, but like I said, I think he's pretty good right now. If you buff him up, he might become a meta-defining top laner and a kind of sleeper good mid laner, and sometimes obviously can even be playable support. We'll have to wait and see exactly what the buffs are there for Sett. As far as the nerfs, we are getting a nerf to electrocute Nami, which I think is probably good. Lucian Nami, where Nami has electrocute, has been pretty disgusting for quite some time. Nami's obviously supposed to be more of a enchanter type support, probably, things like ahri and stuff like that, kind of buffing up your teammates, healing, shielding and stuff, rather than going forward and using Lucian to 100 to 0 people at level 3, which can be really bad to play against. Tarik Nerf, that seems kind of random to me. I don't really think Tarik is all that great in solo queue or professional play or anything right now. So that seems a little bit strange. Azir getting some nerfs, which I've been seeing Azir top lane popping up more and more in solo queue, but again, I haven't really seen him be insanely dominant in pro play or solo queue recently, so the Azir nerfs seem a little bit random. Ahri nerfs as well also seem a bit random. I want to say that Ahri is not even that great in solo queue anymore. I want to say she's below a 50% win rate. Now, she has been pretty good in professional play for quite some time, so if they're trying to knock her down in professional play and maybe not hit her too hard in solo queue, I think that's fine, but man, if they're nerfing her even more for solo queue, she's going to be really bad, and when Ahri's bad, it sucks because she just doesn't do damage. You have an ult that's going to keep you safe, and you're going to be mobile, and you're going to have a charm and stuff, but if you can't kill people, if you can't clear waves consistently, then you're just going to be unplayable. Some Sylas nerfs coming in. I think this is good. Sylas is pretty good in solo queue and in professional play right now. I was actually very surprised to see his win rate with his pick rate and ban rate where it was when I was looking at some solo queue stats recently. So I actually do not mind a Sylas nerf. Trundle, fine with the nerf of his as well. Wukong has been a very strong jungler, it seems like, for all of Season 12. Top and jungle, so I do think Wukong with some nerfs are in order. Sivir, she's been pretty disgusting since they changed her a couple patches ago. It seemed like she went from being terrible to being meta defining overnight, especially when you throw on a Yuumi or a Lulu or any kind of scaling support with her. She's pretty disgusting right now, so I'm definitely down for some Sivir nerfs. Renekton seems a little bit strange to me. We're seeing a little bit of renekton top and mid played around the world right now, but it doesn't seem to be anything too concerning. I don't know. I haven't really noticed too much renekton in solo queue or pro play, but apparently that seems like something that they want to hit or need to hit. I know Malachi changes are coming out. They say they want to make Malachi more of a top laner and jungler without removing his opportunities to be played as support. We'll have to see how that goes. I know Hecarim, they said they want to make him more of a fighter and bruiser rather than more so like a tank or an assassin. So we'll see how those go. And then for stopwatch GA and zhonyas, I think what I saw is that they're experimenting with increasing the price of stopwatch and the price of zhonyas, maybe giving zhonyas some more stats and stuff too while increasing the price, just so it's not as super good of a buy all the time and you can't get it as early, get it as fast, all that stuff. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, these official changes and what exact abilities and numbers and all that stuff should be coming out tomorrow on Riot Froxon's Twitter account, so we'll have to take a look when that happens. And then this patch should be going live to PvE soon, and then shortly thereafter. I know 12.16 just came out this week, so 12.17 won't come out this week. It'll probably come out next week, but these are some of the changes and everything to look forward to. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about any of these changes or a champion that you think they missed or maybe shouldn't be on this list. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all the Game House's latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one, but until then, peace.